17 Secrets to Prepare for the Worst Recession of All Time. Are you worried about your future financial stability, whether a year or simply a few months from now? Given all the concerns about economic growth, it's natural to be concerned about a possible recession. So, what are some tactics you may practice? Intrigued? Watch this whole video to find out. Economic turmoil comes and goes, but when growth falls into negative territory and unemployment rates climb, the economy might enter a slump. In the previous 15 years, the United States has undergone two recessions, the 2008 housing crisis and the 2020 COVID-19 recession. While the economy is showing signs of recovery, analysts are keeping a tight eye on the situation due to record high inflation. While you cannot control the market, you may learn how to plan for a downturn and safeguard your investments from significant losses. So, here are your 17 secrets for the worst recession of all time. The first thing you can do is purchase generic brands. Things like trash bags, light bulbs, paper, makeup, shampoos, pet food, canned products, and other types of groceries may frequently be obtained at a lesser price, yet the quality of the product they provide is typically almost identical. The next secret you can try is to consider the price of gasoline. If you need to go shopping or run errands, plan ahead to see how you can accomplish many things in a single trip rather than making multiple outings. If the item you're interested in purchasing offers free delivery, it is in your best interest to place an order for it rather than drive to a physical location to pick it up. Saving for an emergency fund before investing in the dip is third on the list. Unless you've established your emergency fund, you shouldn't start investing for the long term. A drop in income can quickly lead to serious financial difficulties, and carrying debt with a high interest rate will eat away at investment returns. Fourth on the list is investing in recession-resistant sectors. Investing in well-established and well-known companies might help reduce the anxiety associated with the possibility of making a poor stock purchase. Investors would wish to take into consideration industries like consumer staples, utilities, and healthcare that often perform well in times of economic sluggishness. Coming next is searching for negative correlations. Purchase asset classes that have low or negative correlations in pairs in order to diversify your portfolio's holdings. Because the value of one asset class will typically increase, while the value of another will typically decrease, this can assist you to reduce the amount of money you lose in the short term in the event that stock prices continue to fall. Next, if you're considering a job move, seek positions that are recession-proof. Certain jobs, such as those in critical services, offer greater job security than others, despite the fact that no job's entirely secure during a recession. Think about working in fields such as medicine, teaching, the law, accounting, public safety, utilities, waste management, and other fields that are essential to the functioning of society. Number 7, you can go with creating a 12 to 24-month emergency fund. While the economy is strong, financial advisors typically advise clients to put away enough money to cover their living costs for 3 to 6 months. Moving on next, limit high-interest debt. Call the company that issued your credit card and ask whether it is possible to negotiate a lower interest rate on the card. Consider the ways in which you can make a compelling argument, such as the fact that you have worked for the company for a considerable amount of time or that you have a track record of making payments on time. Considering shifting your debt to a card with a lower interest rate in the event that a rate reduction is not an option for you. You might also consolidate your debts in order to minimize your monthly payments, which will assist you to free up funds that could be useful in the event of an unexpected expense. Number 9, you can consider planning on borrowing money. It's acceptable for people to borrow money in order to get through tough times, especially during a recession, when many people find themselves in need of financial assistance. Yet, when interest rates are high, lenders will take a closer look at your credit score. As a result, it will be more difficult, if not outright more expensive, to get approved for loans. Create a strategy to improve your credit score as a next step. When it comes to developing your credit history, the two most crucial things you can do are make your payments on time and keep your amounts as low as possible. Number 10 is keeping your credit cards active. This is not the time to go into a panic and cut up all your credit cards. Your credit score takes into consideration the length of time that you've had open accounts. Keep your credit card accounts active even after you've transferred balances. Equifax says that credit scores from 580 to 669 are fair, 670 to 739 are good, 740 to 799 are very good, and scores from 800 and up are excellent. Coming next, renegotiating your mortgage if it's nearing the end of its term. Since this time last year, the typical rate for a 30-year fixed mortgage has more than doubled. Locking in a lower rate today can safeguard you in the event that interest rates go up even further in the future, but no one can say for certain whether or not this is the highest they will rise. Number 12 is about the low-interest mortgage debt if you have one. During times of economic stability, paying off debt is seen as a prudent move by many individuals, but that's something that we would not recommend doing. It's possible that making the bare minimum payments and keeping the cash on hand is the better option. Why? Because if the worst does happen and you lose a source of income, the money you saved can help you cover expenses until you get back on your feet financially. Next on our list, purchasing in bulk whenever possible. In the event that inflation persists, any financial move you make that results in cost savings today and that you will require and put to use in the future will end up saving you even more money in the long run. Purchases made in the bulk of non-perishable necessities such as toilet paper, toothpaste, shampoos, soaps, or even canned foods are quite beneficial. Moving on next, opting for more frozen produce. If you always buy fresh fruits and veggies, you might want to try buying them frozen instead. In many cases, the products that can be found in the freezer department are just as healthy as those that can be purchased elsewhere in the store, will keep for a longer period of time, and cost much less. Number 15 on the list is promoting new revenue streams. One of the most significant dangers that customers confront during a recession is a drop in their income. You can mitigate that risk by taking on additional work. You can get a second job working part-time as an hourly employee with flexible hours, such as bartending or waiting tables, two occupations with a lot of job openings right now. Or you might begin a side hustle by using gig apps such as Uber, TaskRabbit, Instacart, or Rover. Renting out your property, or even just a spare room in your house as to a tenant, or working with a vacation rental agency is another option to generate a steady stream of income that can be planned for. Next on our list is reselling your items. The Great Recession was a boon for businesses that sold used items. You can make some money off of things you no longer need by selling them to thrift stores. You can avoid dealing with a middleman by listing your products on an online commercial marketplace such as Poshmark, eBay, or Kijiji. And lastly, the important one to consider is increasing your market value. In a labor market that is competitive, increasing the amount of schooling you have or the talents you already have will make you more marketable. Sign up for classes, participate in workshops, and do volunteer work. The hard and soft talents you acquire will add plenty of shine to your resume if you do these things. So, this was all about our video. We hope that you found today's video informative. If you did, please make sure you subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and press the bell icon for more updates. Plus, you'll always be notified when we have a new upload for you. Thanks for watching.